Hey yo, I got some free time here, so I figured I'd make a video. But I wanted to talk about how art is sort of the gateway to the soul because I just watched the movie Obsession a couple days ago. First off, so this might be a bit of a spoiler, so if you're gonna watch the movie, you might want to click off. But that movie was fucking phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I don't care what anybody online says. I just don't because they're wrong. Because there were so many layerings of themes within the movie, and the whole thing, the way it's choreographed, the cinematography is fucking amazing. The one scene where she's standing in the doorway with the red dress is one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, this is coming from somebody, you guys don't really know this about me, but like, you know, I make music. I love art to death. I really do. I think that's the greatest thing the creator really has given us besides himself is our ability to convey ourselves through art. And I mean, he's like the perfect artist. But anyways, yeah, that one scene where she's standing in the doorway, it's fucking amazing. And like I said, you guys don't know this about me, but I watch movies and indulge in art. I just love it. It's so good. It's amazing. And I mean, I've seen every other movie. Horror movies are really not my thing. I just don't like the jump scares. I think they're kind of cheesy. I like the kind of like thriller feeling of them, especially like cosmic horror and stuff like that. But just general horror, like what I watch, or what's normal, right? Like blood, guts, gore. That's not really my thing. Jump scares aren't my thing. But this movie was fucking amazing because it really has you guessing what is going to happen. Like I had no clue what was going to happen next. I literally didn't. You could see Nikki trying to break out of whatever is possessing her or puppeteering her around. It's amazing. It's literally amazing. The acting, like I said, the one scene where she's standing in the doorway, you can't see her face, right? You can't see her face, and it was just wow. It's like you can hear sort of the softness in her voice, but like I said, you can't see her face, so you really don't know what she looks like, right? And obviously, every time there's a shadow over her face, it's the possession happening, right? But I'm getting off the topic as I usually do. The reason why I even bring this video or say this video in the first place is because art is the gateway to the soul, right? It really is, like how you convey your art, how you do your art, whatever. And I just feel like so many people are they just don't understand art. They don't. I mean, the amount of comments I've seen in videos talking about this movie is just like, oh, it wasn't that good. Oh, it's this, oh, it's that. It's like, no, you didn't understand what was happening. You didn't put your shoes, you didn't put your feet in Bear's shoes. You didn't put your feet in Nikki's shoes. I mean, imagine being Nikki, man. My God. Literal, like actual scary horror element, whatever. And Bear being evil, like obviously. I'm just saying this out loud that like, I saw myself in Bear, right? I did. Like, I've done that. I've done that where I've been like, I wish this woman loved me more than anybody else in the world. Somebody who I had limerence for, somebody who I, whatever, loved. Like, it's not even a love, though. It's like more of like, I wish I had that. And you see that. You see that when she gives the money to the homeless man. He's like, I wish I had that because she would give me something. Right? That's what that's supposed to convey. And people don't understand art. And this is what I keep saying is that, people, if you're not paying attention to the things in life, you'll never really understand art. You'll never understand the depth of it. And like I keep saying, it is the gateway to the soul. It is a wonderful way to tell what somebody values based upon what they watch. And I had said that in a previous video about God talks about it's not what goes into the body, it's what comes out. And I understand the context of that, but you can apply that to what you watch, right? If you're only watching shit, right now, obviously this is not what Jesus is talking about, but if you only consume shit, you will only be shit. So, because that's all you have a reference point of. If you're not consuming the best material, the best things, or embodying yourself with the best ideas, how could you strive to be something better than average, right? So, it was just something that I really noticed about everybody talking about, oh, this isn't good. I really recommend this movie. And it's like the movie they recommend is just like slasher. It's slasher movie. And it's like, what, dude? Like, you really think that is thought-provoking? You really think that is interesting? Like, I could just tell right off the bat basically who you are by what you watch or what you enjoy or who you are, because it's essentially who you are, right? Those things, the amalgam of you is not necessarily you. It's by what you consume. It is. It's by what you consume. Because rarely do we think thoughts that we think ourselves. That was another video I sort of did about Gentle Giant, or partially, right? It's think no thoughts I didn't think myself. Now, granted, I understand the context of the song, but that's not what it's talking. Well, that is what it's talking. It's talking about how, this artist does not think any thoughts other than what he thinks himself, whereas we can extrapolate that and understand that people generally do not think thoughts we don't think ourselves. I don't. I'm an amalgam of thoughts that were essentially given to me and ideas that people showed me and greater themes and greater purpose. And, you can see that in the movie. These multi-layered themes are fucking brilliant, man. They're brilliant. And, somebody's going to call me a glazer for the movie or whatever, but I really don't care because, that was very interesting to me. Just me, because I don't like horror movies. And people were like, go watch Obsession. I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. We'll watch it. And dude, we get out of the movie theater and I'm with Krutik. I think I've talked about him maybe once or twice. I'm on Deep. I'm with his cousins. I'm with his brother. And we're all watching the movie and they don't even understand what's really going on because they're all Sikhs except for Krutik. Krutik is Hindu or Hindi, whatever. They don't understand what's happening. They're only seeing it from their own perspective, right? Their own amalgam of what they've learned through the years. And I'm like, nah, bro, you guys have no fucking clue how good that movie was. You don't. They didn't. And I see that a lot of times with other artists. Like, I love listening to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. If you haven't listened to them before, listen to them because their music's phenomenal as well. Where it's just all multi-layered meanings and each of the albums correspond with each other about, going through time. It's fucking crazy. And that's the type of stuff I love. I love the layerings. Somebody said this the other day, I think at the church, is that the Bible's like an HTML document. I love that. That is like my favorite type of art, is when ideas are nested amongst each other, right? You know what I'm saying here is that, like, this references this, which references this, and this thing is part of this thing. And it really shows just how brilliant the artist is. It does. Because they're able to layer all these things together. It's awesome. So, yeah, hopefully that made some sense. I think that's about it. I mean, like I was saying with the art thing, like, you can see what they value based upon what they watch. I think that's really my main point in this. Do they value, kindness, compassion, courage, things like that, because that'll show in what they art, or the art that they consume. Or if there's multi-layered meanings, like I'm telling you, like, that's what I value. I did a whole video on that. I value being able to see the signs in things, being able to see the hidden meanings, because the hidden meanings, the subtexts, are really what things about, because nothing is ever rarely straightforward to you. It's almost always subcontexts and sub-meanings and things that are a little bit harder to understand, because they are, right? Like, life is hard to understand. And I was listening to this girl that I really like to listen to her on YouTube. Her name's Heather Jean. I might tag her in this video. I'm going to start tagging a lot more people in these YouTube videos just because their ideas matter. But, like, it was her most recent video. She was talking about how, she's afraid of how she comes off to people. And one of the things I wanted to comment, I probably won't, but being super aware. right? Like being hyper aware is both a blessing and a curse. And I see that in what I value in the art, right? Because when I'm noticing things that other people aren't noticing, it's like talking to people in the cave, in Plato's cave, which I did another video about, is that it's so tough to explain things to people that don't understand these hidden meanings because they don't see them, right? They don't see them for what they are, right? And I'm not jumping to conclusions like some people do. I'm just saying that, like, you know, being aware of things around you makes your life much richer, but it also makes it harder for you to connect with people because you're looking for the best. You're looking for people who are also doing that, and it's far and few between. So hopefully that makes some sense. I think I've gone on long enough. Yeah, I'll see you.